Hey everybody, Gears here. You might be thinking, what the heck is this? Well, that is this. That is to say, a while ago, I bought this Makita powered vacuum cleaner. And there's an interface between the filter and the body, and I lost that interface. Rather than sending me that part, they sent me an entire new one. Consequently, when you disassemble this, hiding in there is this very nice motor with an impeller, and all the air comes out of these vent holes at various points around the side. This thing has a lot of torque when it's flicked on. It's a momentary switch. Technically, you just slide the switch into place when you want it on and it just holds it there, is the way that works. And the battery here is way up there. So what I need to do is snip those wires and attach this battery pack further away, just so it's out of the way. And then the idea here is that I essentially have a semi-functional vacuum chamber for pulling air out of resin or silicone rubber. The seal at the lip there, maybe some air gets in there, maybe it doesn't. If I get 50% or better of the air removed, I'll be happy. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen resin or silicone in a vacuum chamber, but you put half in, it'll bubble up and foam until all the air gets out, and then it settles back down. Consequently, you can only really put about half or less of the volume that you're working with to be safe. So that is not a lot of rubber. It's good for small pieces, maybe on an R2-D2 unit, or for model kits or something like that. But for anything bigger, props, you need a bigger chamber. So I had been thinking I could fuse two of these together. Get rid of that black piece there, of course, first. Why don't I do that? So I had been thinking I could maybe fuse two of these together. Get rid of the bottom in this one, of course, so it's one big chamber. And that is definitely a distinct amount more rubber going on. Also, I could take the bottom off of this, plant it inside a bigger bucket, and potentially pull the air out of the silicone that way. There's a few different options. This is just the first video on this whole idea here. And maybe it is the case that I do seal that point. We'll see. How I attach this to different size buckets for different amounts that I need at a time depends on the material. If I'm working with silicone rubber, that can take up to an hour to set, so that's plenty of time. I could even do a lot of small batches in that case. If I'm talking resin, I only have moments, seconds at best, so whatever chamber I use, I definitely need. And if we're talking about resin, that's definitely a good amount. Especially this thing here, that's a huge amount of resin for a big piece of casting. But if you're talking silicone rubber, that's definitely getting into the smaller ranges. So, like I said, this is just the first video on this idea. The next video, I'll have it rewired and powered up, and maybe I can try some tests, like in the bathtub or the kitchen sink or something, and just pull water up and see how that works. I will be getting a bunch of silicone pretty soon, and resin, and I got fiberglass coming up, so hopefully this thing will be of some use. Thanks for watching. See ya.